Hey YouTube family, welcome to Coding Quill. Today we are continuing our C programming series journey with our 8th topic of C functions. And yes, from now onwards I'll put only 2 videos per week, means on Tuesday and Saturday, because I would also have to prepare for my SEM exams as well as for my GATE preparation. So I hope you understand this. So for now, let's continue to our topic. So, what is functions? So basically it is a block of code or a group of statements in a program which performs a particular tasks, and in other languages it is called as procedure or module. How it works basically, in program, if we have to call or create anything again and again, so for that we create a function and simply call it with a specified variable which we given to a function. So in that case, a function provide you a modularity and code reusability and easily to debug the program. So let's suppose you have 3 numbers and you have to show that it is prime or not. So if we write code without any function, then we have to write logic for the prime number 3 times. Okay, so you can clearly see that there is a repetition of code. But in other hand, if we use functions, you only need to write the logic once and you can reuse it several times. So let's see its practical implementation. So first we write a prime number program without function. Okay, so let's write hashtag include stdio.h. it is a header file basically. Okay, and after that we write int main. Open brackets. For that we have to take some integers, means your int num and one more is prime. So basically is prime is to track the number that it is prime or not, or it is true or not. Okay, so we have to give some value like is prime is equal to start from 1. Okay, now print f enter a number scanf this is your %d as a number, %d as as we give %d as for the num part. Okay, this num1, this num %d as num. Okay, now the main part is here. I have to give the if else command, means if num less than equals 1. Okay, if so for that I clear you that if num is less than or equal to 1, it will not a prime number. Okay, so for that I'll only writing this line that if num less than equal 1, I can do this one also, is prime, taking is prime, this one is prime which I given as 1, it will automatically get 0. Okay, and then else command. For int I is equal to, I want that it will iterate from 2 up to the square root to the input number. Okay, means that it will start from 2, and after the square root, means the square of that variable and its root, square root, and after that the input number will be show. Means int I equal to, and I multiply I sum. Oh sorry, it's your num, not sum. Num iterate from 2 to square root of the input number, means I equal to I num, and your, I think the increment will go plus I. Let's see. I think it's wrong, but I hope it works. One more bracket for that. Now I have to give this divisible of any number, that it's not prime. So for that I have to use if command, which is your num percent I, which is your equal 0. Okay, and this is your, the is prime will be breaked, the is prime function will be breaked, or you can say it will be 0 after that, and will be returned. Return, simply write break, not return, break. Okay, all bracket closed, bracket closed. Okay, no issue. After that from here onwards we have to give if command. If is prime, if is prime is true, then this will be your prime number. Then I want to printf %d is a prime number, and this new line after that, and the %d will be your num. Okay, and then I will show else command again. You see this, that it's so complicated without function, that's why else I want printf, this is your %d is not prime. Okay, this is your num. Return 0. Okay, I hope it's not good. I hope it doesn't have any error. Let's cross our fingers. Let's save this. Save programming. Prime number without functions. Okay. If is prime error expected. Okay. Let's do one thing. No. I don't like this. Error expected. Here. So let's build and run this. Let's take 3 because 1 2 3 5 7 11 is your prime number basically, and so on. So just take 3. Yes, 3 is your prime number. Let's one more time. Let's take another number which is not prime. So I'm taking 8. 8 is not prime. Okay, 8 is not prime. Okay, it's working. So now let's prime number program with function. Okay. So for that simply include stdio dot h and int again is prime, which is your is prime will be your num. I will not declare any kind of variable or any kind of values in is prime. You see that in is prime I'm declaring a variable 1. It starts from 1 and ends up to again which values will come and or return will or get returned. But in this case I will not declare any kind of values or variables. So is prime, and I will declare your int as a num. I will take any number from function only. And here onwards. So for that I am writing if a number is less than or equal to 1, it will be not prime or it's not prime. Okay. So if num, which is your number, if num less than or equal to 1, then automatically it will be returned, means return 0. Okay. And after that I will use for loop, means for int I am taking I as a new variable. I equals to means I start from 2 and up to I less than equal to number with increment of plus I, means I'm iterating 2 and incrementing 2 more times. Okay, the number. So let's close this bracket, not close, opening a new bracket. So again if I have given the for command, now if your number is equal to 0, not equal to, sorry, your number, if divisible by any number, it's not prime. If it's get divisible, it will be not your prime. Okay, in remainder you should have any number, not 0. So if num, your divisible will be percent equal 0, or num percent I equal 0, then it also return 0. Okay. Okay. I think you have to give one more return. For that I take return 1. Let's see if it works or not. So your function is created. This is your whole function for the prime number. Now I will write the main function, means which I start main function here onwards. See, int main, I start from top in previous program, which is without function, prime number program without function. But in with function I will write int main. So basically the main function will start after the function is declared previously. Okay, so int main, your, I am taking a new variable. So for that let's suppose n as a variable, let's suppose, for storing or user input or declaring a variable, just like that. Okay, now I will printf enter a number. If any user puts any number as a user input, for that, and then scanf your %d, which is your %d, and n, this one. Okay, and n. Now if else command, means if command, if is prime is your n, then it will print as that %d is a prime number. Okay, person in new line, which is your, as declaring is as n. Okay, else it will show you printf %d is not a prime number. Okay, which is your n. Wait a second, I want this in new line, which is your n. Okay, then automatically it will return 0. Let's save this file. You can see it's so easy to write and easy to understand. Firstly, I have declared all my main functions here onwards till here or here. I am declared this whole function, and from here onwards I call it as taking as n as a variable, or and giving it address to this number onwards, this for do command. And here I have call all that % is a prime number and % is not a prime number. In this command it's is prime, in this one n. Okay, So let's save and run this. Prime number with function. Error operand. Let's see what this increment operating. Oh, sorry. This is not one. This is I, basically. So let's write 3, which is a not prime number. 3 is not prime number. Okay. I have given here I into I and remove this. Let's execute this. 3 is a prime number and 8 will be a not prime. Okay, it's working. So now let's move on to the types of functions. So let's see the types of functions. Okay, so there are basically two types of function, which is your library functions and user defined functions. So library function and your user defined function. Okay, and user defined. Okay, so basically the library function, it is predefined in C libraries. Predefined in C libraries. And second one is your it will declared in the header files. Yes, it will declare in a header files, means in your printf, scanf, and that kind of thing. Okay, header files. And your third one is your all system defined function will be implemented in DLL file, .dll file. Okay, DLL file is nothing but your dynamic link library. Okay, now user defined function. So it is basically created by user. Okay, created by user, and it created by user, and you can use it multiple time. Okay, multiple time uses. It also reduces complexity. And it optimizes the code. Okay, now let's see the element of user defined function. Okay, let's see the element of user defined function. So for writing a user defined function, you must have to familiar with the main three elements. Okay, the first one is a function declaration. Okay, so this function declaration is basically used to tell the compiler about the function name, about the function name. Okay. It usually tells the compiler about our function name. Like just write a syntax once. Your syntax is for the function declaration will be your return type, your any kind of return type, and your function name. And if you want to add some parameters, or you say any arguments, you can add it, okay, in brackets. So for that, after that, you have to give a semicolon. So just take example, like your return type. I think I will take return type as int. Basically take int in data type. Let's write function name as add function. You can write your own function name also, it is up to you. Okay, so return type int, function name add, and parameter will be your, if you want to add something, so basically you need two integers. So I am taking int and variables as a, first number, and your second integer, your b. Okay, so this is your function declaration. Okay, so let's see the second element, which is your calling a function. Calling a function, or you can say a function call. Okay, so whenever you call any function, the control will automatically goes to function body, your function body. Okay, whichever you declare in inside curly braces, this just take as your function body. Okay, this is your function body. So whenever you write a function, you need to call in the body. Okay, the function body, this is a function body. Okay, so write the syntax. Your syntax, so write as functions, or take function name and its parameter and argument, parameter or argument. Okay, just as you are adding something, so I'm taking function name and as add, and parameter will be my a and b. Okay, and you can also write a return value as a variable, return value or a variable, and you can give the function name and parameter and argument. Okay, you can also do that. Now third one is your defining a function. Defining a function. Okay, so it's nothing but we write logic code or program inside a function body only. Your any kind of logic code or program will be right inside a function body. Okay, so the syntax will be your what you write inside the body, or you define a function inside a body, will be your return type, your any kind of return type you can select. And if you choose any function name, so function name you choose, just 1 second. Function name, and your take as a parameter. Okay, and all thing define inside a body, just like you're declaring any kind of variables or body of a function and return statement. Okay, it will be declared. So I write as a comment your declaration of variable. Second one will be your body of function, and the third one will be your return statement. Whenever it execute, we will write a return statement. Okay, for your clarity, let's see one diagram. Just I'm writing one diagram. Let's suppose your include stdio dot h. Okay, you have to give any kind of function name, so you can write any kind of function name. Okay, any kind of function name in any variable or data type you can take. After that, you have to define a function. Here onwards, you have to define a function. Okay, bracket close. After that, the main function will start, means your int main or any kind of main will start. Okay, so just take as a function name only, int main, and here your function will be called. Okay, with your function name, with your any kind of function name you have given, like this one. Okay, and your bracket will be closed. So from here to here, oh, not here, sorry, from here to here, your function will be called. Your function will be called, and from here to here, the return will be executed. When the code will be executed, the return will be applied here, means your return 0 from here. If you define a return here also, then onwards the return will come up to here and stop the program or stop the execution. Return will be executed. Okay, So let's see a program to perform addition using a function. So first we write include stdio.h. Okay, so this is your header file, and now we will declare a function. After that, return data type int, and taking a function name as add, because we are adding something, and giving its parameter as two parameters, int a and int b. Okay, now starting from int main, taking two numbers for a and b for addition, int a num variable, taking a num1, you can take another also, num equal to 5, and num2 is equal to take 3, and so on. Okay, now we will call a function call. So for that we want a third variable for the result procedure. So for that I am taking int c, or take as result. Now function for that is to add something, which is your num1 comma num2. Okay, now I have to print that. So for that, printf sum of %d, which is your num1, and %d, which is your num2, is %d, which is your result, this one. Okay, so /n, I want this in new line. I have to declare %d. So first %d will be your num1, second will be your num2, and the third %d will be your result. Okay, and now we will return it, return 0. And at last we have to define a function. So function define. So for that I will int, which is your this one, add. We will declare or define here int add in your this one, a and b, which I declared earlier. Int a and int b, int b. Okay, and in curly braces we will return it, return a plus b. Okay, the value will be returned. Let's save and run this program. So this is your addition with functions. Let's build and run this. You can see sum of 5 and 3 is 8. Here you can see I have given 5 and 3, and simply I have defined the function and call it function here, and after that we defined it and called it. Okay, first declaring a function, then calling a function. This one is from here to here we will call the function, and after that when the function is called then we defined it. Okay, so this is the main process for writing a program using function. So thanks everyone. If you found this video helpful, then please like, share and subscribe. Till then, see you on 27th of February with a new topic.